Welcome back to Quinte Connection. Thanks for joining us as we're about to head on our summer break here on Cogeco, but there's all sorts of things we can all get out and discover this summer. One of that being the Quinte Museum of Natural History located in Trenton. So the executive director from that, Deanna, is back with us as the museum just opened its doors. So Deanna, so great to have on the show. I'm so glad we caught you just before our break.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here and to chat a little bit more about our museum.
You've been described as a mini ROM in Toronto for folks who've been to the big museum. Whereabouts are you located in Trenton?
Yeah, so we're located at 99 Dufferin Avenue in the old Morton Parker building, if you know where that is. And we do have some banner flags out front to sort of, attract people and let them know that we're here.
What exhibits do you have coming up for the summer for us?
Yes, so we have our whale exhibit. It is an exploration on the evolutionary journey of the whale. Believe it or not, whales did actually start as four-legged creatures on the land. We also have our fossilized Quinte exhibit, so exploring local fossil region. And come mid-July, we'll also have a return of fan favorites. Some dinosaurs are going to be making their way back into the museum. They had been previously on tour.
What has the response been like, Deanna? Because it's been a couple years since this museum's opened.
Yeah, the response has been so positive. I think the community really loves us. They love coming in here. And I would say one of the biggest highlights for me is the community's response to our volunteers. So, we have a really good volunteer base and, people seem to love the interactions that they have with our volunteers here.
Do you still need volunteers for the upcoming session?
Yes, we are always looking for more volunteers to join our team. So if you have a passion for natural history, please give us an email, info@quintemuseum.ca. We would love to speak more to you.
What is the volunteer commitment? Can people come in a couple hours? What are the typical kind of different positions?
Yeah, so we have our admissions and we also have host positions, and typically we divide it into our morning sections and afternoon sections, but we are very accommodating, so if you can only put an hour here or a couple hours there, we are more than happy to make that work.
For high school students that are watching this that maybe want to get a head start on their high school volunteer hours, do you accept high school students?
Oh yes, we've been known to have high school co-op students here. We've had a few in the past, and in fact, we even have one of our previous co-op students coming back as a summer student this year, so we're quite excited about that.
That's great to hear. So what are the hours of operation these days, Deanna, for the facility?
Yes, okay, so it is Wednesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, once our dinosaurs return in mid-July, we will be reopening to 7 days a week until the end of the Labor Day long weekend. Then back to Wednesday to Friday. Admission is $8 a person, with children 5 and under being free, and you can pay your tickets here at the door, so there's no need to buy them in advance.
What's the status on donations these days? Because years ago when there was deputations being made to Quinte West City Council, I remember kind of those shirts with people trying to raise money for the museum. So what's the status on not only keeping the museum open as it is right now, but kind of future plans?
Yes, so we are always looking for donations to help keep the museum running. We are very lucky, and if I can just give a shout out to sort of our major sponsors right now that are really keeping our doors open, it would be Research Casting International, so our favorite dinosaur builders just down the road over here, as well with Wilkinson and Company. They've been really great supporters of us since the beginning, and of course the City of Quinte West, they've been helping us as well. But, it's not cheap to run a natural history museum, so we do accept those donations, and they help support not only keeping the doors open, but they support our programs, and yeah.
How can people donate, Deanna? Can we still walk up and do a check? Can we do an ETH transfer?
Yeah, so we definitely have our little cash box, which is sitting right over here. So when you come in, you can put in a cash donation. We also accept online donations, credit cards. So on our website, if you go to quintemuseum.ca/donate, you can do that there. And sure, if you want to come in with a checkbook and write us a check, we would be happy to accept that as well.
And we should plug socials too, because the Instagram account last summer was really interesting to kind of see behind the scenes, but also kind of learn more about the volunteers and the staff. So where can we find you on socials?
Yeah, so I'm really happy to report that our social tag is very easy. It's at Quinte Museum. So you can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok as well. So please give us a follow. It's probably the best place to get the most up-to-date information. If there's any changes happening to the museum, if there's any upcoming programs, as well, if you go to our website, quintemuseum.ca, you can also sign up for our newsletter.
Deanna Way, the Executive Director with the Quinte Museum of Natural History. Deanna, good luck this summer. Really appreciate you taking the time and walking us through all the exciting things happening in Trenton.
Awesome. Thank you so much.